Hi guys, this is Jerri at He Provides Homestead, and today I'm flying solo, which hardly ever happens, and I'm so excited that I'm here with you today and hope that you all are doing well. A couple weeks ago my husband did a Who Inspired Him video that I just thought was so wonderful, and it's been on my heart and in my mind since then so that I could do my own Who Inspired Me. This is a collaboration with Liz Zorab at By Their Farms and Rose Duncan from Wholesome Roots. And we will link their info below. My fantastic husband will do that for us. So you will see that information and check them out. They are fantastic. So who inspired me? You know, I am middle-aged. I don't consider myself young any longer. And so it was really hard to come up with a small list of people who inspired me. And like I said, I've taken quality time to think about this and process it. So I did narrow it down to 5 people that I think that through the years have truly helped me become the individual that I am today. Number 1 is my dad. If you watch very many of our videos, you will know that my dad is a backhoe operator. He has been a backhoe operator for many years. He's now retired. And when it is hot and everybody else wants to just give in because it's so hot, he is out there on the backhoe. He loves to sweat and work, and he is so diligent. But for those that don't know my story, my mother passed away when I was 11, and she was ill for between 1.5 years and 2 years, just in and out of hospitals. My dad was a construction worker and worked 60 to 80 hours a week. He was so diligent as a father. He worked hard. He worked long hours. He would come in late at night and either cook us dinner or take us through a drive-through, make sure that we had meals. He'd get us up early in the mornings. He was so fabulous. It was not until I was a parent of myself and got out into the world, we live in a small community, that I was able to see that parents don't always parent. They don't always give their 100%, and that was a huge shock to me because my dad never gave up. He was a single father who did the construction route until after I got married. Then he remarried. He is the most hardworking man that you will ever meet. He wants to work 24/7, and even now in his 80s, he sits at home and dreams up plans to be able to work. Some of those he can accomplish, and some of those he's just not physically able to at this time. He has a huge heart. When we were growing up, we never did without anything. We were never neglected. And not only were we taken very well care of, those that would come into our church or into our community that needed help. I remember many times my dad taking groceries to people. He would take people in. There was a couple of teenagers through the years that he took in and helped raise. He always gave his 100%, and I don't think that I would have the heart that I do for people today if I didn't see the capability of what that can be and how to do that through my father. He is just a great dad, 100%, and I truly could not do it. He has inspired me my whole entire life. He, as a young adult, before I come to Christ, he let me know at every opportunity that he had that he was praying for me. He wasn't rude. He wasn't vindictive about it. You know, he wasn't unkind as some churchgoers could be, but he just let us know that he was praying for us and that he really had a desire for us to serve God. And that's honestly one of the reasons that I come to be a Christian, is because my dad never gave up. The second person on my Who Inspired Me list is my husband. And for those that follow us, you know that my husband is an amazing man. Not only through what you see on these videos, but in our home and in our family. He is an awesome guy. He is relentless in his love for myself and all those around us. He is a hard worker. One of the things that amazes me with him daily is his word is his bond. And if Chico tells you that he is going to do something, he will kill himself to make sure that it's done. He doesn't say that he'll do something lightly. At times it's an irritant for me because I want to just, pass it off as, oh, sure, we'll get that done. But he wants to think about it and process it and make sure that he can accomplish the goals set before him that he commits to. And that has inspired me to maybe work a little bit harder on my word and what I say I can do and accomplish. He is so loving and so kind, and there's days that his body hurts so badly, and he continues to do what is right, do what needs to get done without complaining or grumbling. He has never ever put in our household a sense of this is women's work or this is men's work. If the dishes needs done, he takes care of it. If the kids need the diaper changed, he takes care of it. So I am so grateful for that we are truly, God tells us that two become one and we are one, that if there's a job before us, either one of us will jump in and do what needs to be done, and that it is truly 100% on both sides of our marriage and not just one. I know that he is in it for the long haul. Early on dating, and he may be a little embarrassed about this, but early on dating, one day when we were in the car, it was a summer day, and we saw this little old man and woman walking across the street, and they were holding hands. And I just remember he looked over to me and he said, "That's what I'm looking for." And I knew then that this is the man. This is the man. I mean, he was looking for a long-term relationship, and he does. Everything he does, he's looking for long-term goals. He doesn't do anything lightly, and he doesn't do anything half-heartedly. And that inspires me to be a better me each and every day. He's amazing. And he is truly a servant. He's a servant to our children, our grandchildren, myself, those that he loves and cares, and to our community as well. He's always looking for the right thing to do. It amazes me how much effort he puts into doing the right thing daily. And it has inspired me to be a better wife and a better woman. So I thank you, Chico. Third on my list, as we have told you, we have 3 children. Well, when I was 17, I got pregnant with my oldest daughter. Her name is Josie Nicole. She is an amazing woman. And at times I felt like we were raising each other. Some days I was raising both of us because I was so young. And without a mother, there was truly nobody there to help. So, but Josie is so like me and so much unlike me. My Josie, which is now a young woman, she is in college. She went into the Coast Guard. Now she's in the middle of college at IU. She's married, fabulous. But she was born with the instinct of right and wrong. And she amazes me daily. From a very young, early age, she could tell you, yes or no, I'm not going to put up with this. Yes or no, I'm not going to do this. She is not wishy-washy in any sort. She is amazing. And she has overcome many things in her life that others would have given up, and they would have just taken on a poor, pitiful me attitude. But she never has. And not only is she a courageous young woman, she truly has become one of my best friends. She's now in her mid-20s. And like I said, we are alike in so many ways. So when we get together, we just laugh and cry and do all those emotions that you hope that you're going to do with your daughter. And it has been such a joy to watch her grow up and become this young, vibrant woman. And she truly has inspired me. She inspired me early on to be a better mom because I had her so young. And then as she's grown, she's inspired me to be a better woman. That, I want to be able to come alongside her and help her and guide her and not be something that pulls her down. So I'm just so proud of her. She's amazing young woman. So I just thank you, Josie, for all that you put into your mama. The next one is an old friend, locally here in our town. I was a instructional aide in 6th grade before I went to the job that I do right now, and I was there for almost 17 years. And in that time I got to know some amazing, amazing people. But one of them that truly has captured my heart is a woman named Karen that I worked with. And for a short amount of time we went to church with Karen, but even before then, she truly shares the love of Jesus with everyone that she comes into contact with daily. She is the most creative person, creative in fashion sense, creative in how she teaches, creative in how she loves, how she is your friend, and all those around you, around her. Anyone that walks into her room knows instantly that she's there. She's a positive role model for everyone in the school system. But not only that, what has truly inspired me about her is about, I'm guessing 5 or 6 years ago, her husband had a huge amount of physical problems, and they altered their life. They gave up meat, they gave up dairy, and she strived to give them a healthy lifestyle, but not only that, a healthy lifestyle. So we were able to talk daily about how she could accomplish this. Since then, her husband has truly had issues. He actually had a heart transplant not too long ago, and I have followed their story on Facebook, and it has been amazing. She has never, ever given up. I mean, and it looked pretty bad. She's never, ever criticized or taken for granted one day, and I think that's probably it in a nutshell, is that Karen takes every day as a gift. And not only for herself, but she makes sure that she ensures in you and everyone that she touches daily that every day is a gift. And it was a joy to be in her classroom. It was a joy to see what we were going to do. She loved the kids. She truly loved every set of kids each year, and she was remorse every year when they left and walked out the door. And she was just amazing. She was wonderful. I don't see her as often as I should, just because now they're in a different city with his health issues, and I'm in a different job. But she has helped me to overcome a lot and to become more independent, more creative, and to have a better sense of who I am and who I want to be. So she truly has inspired me. So thank you, Karen. Last but not least is someone that I've never met. I hope to meet one day, and that is an author and a evangelist, Joyce Meyer. And anyone who knows her knows how fantastic she is. She wrote a book called The Battlefield of the Mind. And I have listened years and years and years of her testimony and her stories. I've read her books and listened to her tapes. Chico and myself have went many times to her events, and they are all a blessing. And she came from a very hard background, and just listening over the years, I knew if she could do it, I could do it. The Battlefield of the Mind changed my life, and we did a book review, and that was one of the books that I reviewed on how it affected my life, and it was fabulous. And so when I know that I'm maybe feeling like I'm in a slump, or I have some issues that I'm trying to work through, I always go back to Joyce Meyer's, her books and her teachings, and God uses her to get his point across to me. So it's just a blessing that we have her, and she is so accessible now in this time of, of the media's everywhere, and you can get a hold of all of her information so quickly and soundly. So she truly has been a blessing through the years to better my Christian walk and to give me guidance and wisdom. And I just pray for her that, she truly sows, or she reaps what she truly has sown into our lives and to many others that I know. And that is it, guys. That is my 5, those who inspired me. Thank you so much for coming along, and I hope that more than anything, that you are able to look inside yourself and truly see the blessings that God's given you around you, to know who's inspired you, and just give them a thank you. So we will see you next time at He Provides Homestead. Thanks. Bye.